Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're digging into a whole stack of sources, all looking at AI and content creation. This is June 2025. And it's fair to say AI isn't new anymore, right?
Oh, definitely not. It's
Yeah.
it's properly embedded now. We're seeing it change how text, visuals, audio, even video gets made.
Absolutely. So our job today, wading through all this material, is really to pull out the key insights, the things you really need to know.
Exactly. And, these sources show we're miles beyond the basic chat bots of a couple of years back. It's a fundamental shift in workflow.
Yeah, that really came through. The capability leap is something else.
It really is. And not just the huge models everyone talks about, but the sheer availability across the board.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit. The sources mention models like GPT 4.5, Claude 4.0. They're more reliable, apparently, less prone to just making things up.
That's part of it, yeah. But what's really interesting, and it pops up again and again in this material, is the practical use of smaller specialized models.
And things like RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation.
Exactly. RAG is a big one. One report detailed how connecting an AI to a company's own verified data using RAG, well, it cut factual errors by something like 60% compared to just using a big standalone model.
60%. Wow. So it's about grounding the AI in, well, reality.
Right. Making it actually useful, reliable for real tasks.
And speaking of new frontiers, GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. That jumped out at me from the sources.
Oh, yes, GEO. That's crucial now. It's not just about keywords for Google anymore.
Right. You need your content structured so these AI systems, like the ones giving direct answers, so they actually cite you, pull your info directly.
That's the idea. The material really asks, how did your stuff get found when AI is summarizing everything? GEO is the strategy.
So how does that work practically?
Well, one source had data showing if you clearly embed key stats or definitions or quotable summary sentences, it can boost your citation chances by up to 40%.
40%. Okay, that completely redefines getting seen online, doesn't it?
It really does. Shifts the whole game.
And then there's the actual making of content. AI is just everywhere now.
Everywhere. Forget just basic text generation.
Yeah, one source looked at a marketing team using platforms, Jasper was mentioned. They cut production time for SEO articles by over 70%.
70%. And that speed, it's not just text. It's across the board.
Images too.
But the sources emphasize AI inside professional tools now, like DaVinci Resolve for video.
Oh, right. What's it doing there?
Well, suggesting cuts based on dialogue sentiment or finding continuity errors automatically, stuff that used to take ages or real expertise.
So it's automating high-level tasks now,
Pretty much, and generating entirely new forms, too.
like those AI avatar videos.
Yeah.
Synthesia was mentioned.
Exactly. Businesses making presenter videos in, dozens of languages instantly. No filming needed.
And the audio side. Yeah. Realistic voice cloning from 11 Labs. Tools like Clean Voice, fixing noisy audio with one click. It's kind of amazing.
It is. And if you pull back, look at the bigger picture in these sources, the productivity impact is huge.
How huge are we talking?
One analysis suggested teams using AI will see an 80% improvement in output. 80!
Wow. And that's not just for huge corporations, right? The sources mentioned smaller creators, too.
That's key. It levels the playing field, gives smaller teams and individuals capabilities they just couldn't access before.
Which naturally leads to how roles are changing. That came up a lot.
Definitely. Skills are shifting. Prompt engineering, just knowing how to ask the AI for the right thing, that's becoming really valuable.
Because the prompt quality dictates the output quality.
Exactly. But the material also stresses it's about collaboration, human judgment, strategy, the creative spark. That becomes even more critical when the AI handles the grunt work.
But it's not all smooth sailing. The sources were clear on the challenges, too.
Oh, absolutely. Big challenges. Copyright is still a massive issue.
Yeah, the ongoing lawsuits, the U.S. Copyright Office saying only human work gets copyright, creates real tension, doesn't it? Especially for AI-assisted stuff or the data used for training.
Massive tension. And then there's authenticity.
Right. If anyone can generate decent content easily, how do you stand out? How do you build trust?
That's the million-dollar question. The sources point towards needing to signal human expertise, maybe better AI detection, watermarking. It's becoming critical.
It's clearly a landscape that's changing incredibly fast.
Sure.
Understanding the tools, the shifts in discovery like GEO, the authenticity piece, it's vital.
Couldn't agree more. You have to keep up.
So let's bring it back. What does all this really mean for you listening right now, whether you're creating content or consuming it?
Well, we've seen AI makes things faster, more accessible, opens up possibilities.
Definitely. And new areas to master, like GEO. Understanding how AI search works is now apparently crucial if you want your content seen at all.
And roles are evolving, prompting skills are in,
Right.
but so is that unique human creativity, the strategic thinking.
But alongside all that power, you've got these big challenges, right? Authenticity, copyright, things you need to navigate carefully.
So maybe the final thought, building on all this material, is this. If AI can increasingly handle the execution, how will you focus on the why and the what? How will you use your unique human perspective, your judgment, your experience to make content that genuinely connects and builds trust in this new landscape? Something to think about.